Hey everyone, Chelsey Davis here. As you are well aware, the holidays will look and feel different this year. But if you're in need of some inspiration, you are in luck because right now joining me, Vanessa Lachey is going to talk life, holiday meals, and how you can give back this holiday season.
Hi, Chelsey.
Hi Vanessa, how are you?
I'm good. You look so beautiful. I love everything, the hair, the makeup, the festive background.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I work the morning shift, so I'm just glad the makeup is still on at this point. But
Trust me, I hear you. When I worked in New York at MTV, we were live every day at 3 o'clock. So we would wrap at 4. And I was like, where are we going out to eat? Like, I'm ready.
I'm ready to go. Oh my gosh, I love it. No, but you look beautiful, stunning as always. I'm so excited to chat with you. Thank you for appreciating the decor. I know you like to decorate early too. Are you ready for Christmas yet or too soon?
You have no idea how hard it has been for me to not pull out because I said to Nick, we've made a tradition and we've made a pact. We won't start decorating till the day after Thanksgiving. That has been our tradition for 15 years since we started dating. And this year I was like, I think there's an exception. He's like, no, there isn't. So then I said, fine, I'm going to start playing Christmas music November 1st. That was all I got. I will say though, I did pull this guy out. He's a Santa chef.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
But I have to hide him in my kitchen.
Oh, but you know what? That's a win. We actually,
Little by little, more and more. Next thing you know, Nick's like, it's Christmas.
it's Christmas everywhere. Yeah, we in our house, we have a saguaro as our Christmas tree. And so we actually leave it up year round and change, decor on it if we want. Because we have a very like super rustic house. But anyway, I also think it's funny. My husband, your husband, Cincinnati, both from Cincinnati. And I was joking with him this morning saying, you guys might need to get together and have a therapy session about the Bengals, the Bearcats, and the Reds. But it's okay. We'll bring Skyline and it'll make everything feel better.
I'm like, why do you do this to yourself every year? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, I actually don't understand. I can't understand the sports side of his torture, if you will.
Yeah, no, exactly. But it's okay. We'll get through it
But as a
together.
wife of a Cincinnati husband, I respect you. I see you. I hear you. I love you.
Thank you. And I love you back. And we can support each other. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we obviously need to talk about holiday dishes. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving. You have a beautiful setup there. So kind of talk us through how we can prepare.
Thank you. It's so hard for me to do these interviews this morning and not like dive in because if I eat these, then it's empty. I'm so excited. This is my second year partnering with Libby's Vegetables and sharing some quick and delicious recipes for everyone's holiday season and everyone's holiday celebration, however that may be, whether it is just you and your spouse or you and your spouse and your kids or Zooming with your family across the country. I think that family traditions are something that we all find comfort in. And food and the kitchen is my personal love language. So I wanted to share that with as many people as I can.
I love that you just said that's your love language. This is perfect. Forget the five. We'll just come up with a different one here. So, okay, we can prepare these with our kiddos. You were saying these are family friendly.
Yes, it's so easy. And that's the great thing about Libby's is obviously there's no peeling, dicing, chopping. It's the perfect ingredient for flavorful seasonal recipes. So with Libby's, I created two separate recipes this year that are a little spin on traditional things. Like this is it's a cheese and corn mini cart. That's a tongue twister. Corn and cheese mini tart.
Can I just say, I combine words all day, every day, and I knew exactly what you just said. Okay, go on, go on.
Corn and cheese mini tart because we're putting in some of the veggies with the cheese in the tart. And so it's like the old mom hack disguising it. But more importantly, what I love about this is I can make this with my kids. So I do the spraying the muffin tin and I put the wontons wrappers in each little container. And they use their little fingers and put in all of the ingredients in each one. There's no measuring. We have the measuring amount. You need about a third cup of the red peppers, but you just put in each one however much you want or however little you want. And they love that. They feel pride in that. We pop it in the oven for 20 minutes. It's done. This is something that they enjoy, but also Nick enjoys because it has the egg and cheese mixture. We've taken green beans, which are a staple on everybody's Thanksgiving table, and we've given it a little bit of a twist. I was talking to Libby's about Southern green beans and how growing up in Charleston, South Carolina, they would put like bacon and red onion in their green bean casseroles. So that's what this is. It's a garlicky green bean casserole with bacon and toasted cheese crumbs.
Yum.
All of these recipes and so many more, even the ones that we created last year, are on getbacktothetable.com. And it's just about ease, but also incorporating fun and family, making memories, having moments, conversations that you didn't think you would normally have. All of a sudden, you're having in the kitchen with the kids. It's all we have right now, and we're reassessing what's important to us. And so this is important to me.
Yeah, and I can see that. We can always feel your passion, and which is why we love connecting with you. And I think it's so special for you to also reiterate that for people at home who might be at that point in their minds thinking, how am I going to make the holiday special this year? Like, we've already been through enough. And this is good. These are just two simple dishes that you guys can make together. It's quick and easy. And obviously this time of year too, people are trying to figure out, how can I give back? How can I help other people? And that's something you're passionate about too.
Absolutely. Libby's is making a donation to Feeding America. And Feeding America is an organization that both my husband, Nick, and I have supported throughout the years. Their mission is to end hunger in our country. There's nothing too big or too small that you can give. It's literally every little bit helps, even if you can't do a monetary donation. I talk to my children who are 8, 5, and 3 about being fortunate or being less fortunate, and about understanding how it's not about the things that we accumulate, and how kindness and giving and thoughtfulness is important. So we go to the grocery store and we do a give and a get. So if we get a can, we're going to get one to give to somebody else. And that's something that they can physically, tangibly touch and see, to bring them to the drop-off location and let them see that it's going to a place where people will be eating, I think is also something that if you can do, I think it's never too early to start. You know, my son is 8, my daughter's 5, and they understand it. Phoenix, the 3-year-old, not so much, but the 5 and 8-year-old do. And it's really beautiful to watch their little minds think of ways that they can give to those in need.
Yeah, I think it's been a time too during this pandemic, seeing how innovative, not just, adults, but kids have been. They have been doing so many different things to help each other, even trying to stay connected in new ways. And I'm just excited. Our future generation is looking bright.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. My kids actually are closer now than they've ever been. And I give a lot of that to the fact that we've had to self-quarantine for 8 months. But to your point, Chelsey, my son is in 2nd grade and they are virtual learning, but they did this charity called Socktober, where they asked the entire school virtually to donate socks to those in need as the temperatures drop. And they collected over 1,000 socks to give to those in need in our local area. And then this Friday, actually, all of 2nd grade is going to wear their Spirit school socks to unite and to be proud about that, and to continue in the giving and kind and loving sense. And they're 8. I'm like, you guys, it blows my mind, to your point, how innovative they are and how much they understand at this level.
Yes, doesn't it just make you gush? You're just like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, we, growing up, my mom always did it was really cute, just like a centerpiece tree, and then little felt leaves that you can write on what you're thankful for. And so we do that every year still. It's adorable.
Tradition, and I love that tradition. Do you have kids, Chelsey?
No, we don't have kiddos yet.
Do you have fur babies?
Well, it's actually been wild. My husband and I have both been super busy with our careers, which I know you can understand with Nick. So it was just a matter of time of actually finding that balance. So now we finally have balance. So maybe fur baby is next, and then real babies after that.
You have your husband, your Cincinnati boy, and that's their tradition. Like Nick and I started it before we had kids. I want to say it was like, gosh, if our son's 8, so 8, it was like 7 years. We did the tree the day after Thanksgiving, because our first year together, we didn't get a tree, and we're like, we're fine, we're good. And we got so depressed. We were renovating his house at the time. We got so depressed, and we vowed never again to let that happen. So then the day after Thanksgiving every year became our tradition. You and your husband now do the felt tree because your mom did, and I love that. And now maybe since you told me, I might start it. See, it's about like that ripple effect of cool new traditions.
Yes, and sharing is caring. I know that's like a cheesy line, but it's so true. When we all share, we can collaborate and come up with these new ways. I know I'm going to get a wrap here soon, but I just wanted to ask you quickly about Phoenix. Was that inspired because of coming out here to visit, or does it have a different meaning for you guys in your household?
It's so funny. So believe it or not, Nick had just co-hosted with Kelly Ripa. And I was Instagram texting her, like DMing, and I was thinking Kelly Ripa, and she had posted a picture of her son Joaquin, and it made me automatically think of the name Joaquin Phoenix. I loved the name Joaquin, but obviously I didn't want to take it because it's Kelly Ripa's son, and whatever. So I was like, oh, Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix. And at that exact moment, I kid you not, Nick, shirtless, of course, because aren't all boy banders shirtless in their house? He literally had no shirt on. He walked by me, and he has a tattoo on the top of his back that is a phoenix rising from the ashes. So as I was thinking Joaquin Phoenix, and then he walked by and I saw the phoenix, I said, Phoenix. And his exact words, I'm not mad at that. I'm like, okay. Then my son was born 10 weeks early. My water broke 11 weeks early. So 29 weeks. I was on bed rest for 10 days, and he was born. It was a very, very trying time for us. He was less than 3 pounds, but like a phoenix rising from the ashes, he came out healthy, strong. He is my firecracker. He is a phoenix through and through. So that's I don't think I've ever told that story. So
Thank you for sharing
right
it.
now.
I really appreciate that. It's beautiful.
That's how we got Phoenix. But if you want to tell the city of Phoenix, Arizona, yes, of course, it is because of you.
It's because we have the best city out here ever. That's why. Oh my gosh.
I actually spent mine and Nick's birthday. It was my 40th this year and his 47th. We spent it in Arizona, not in Phoenix per se, but we were in Arizona, and we had the best time.
I'm glad you had a good time out here.
You guys have a magical state. It was perfect. It was exactly what we needed.
Thank you, and happy belated birthday to you both. It's so serendipitous that you have the same birthdays. My husband and dad are from the same town. Isn't that crazy?
And your husband and my husband are both from Cincinnati, so we're all family at this point. So next Thanksgiving.
Yes. Here we are, Friendsgiving, we're making it happen. Well, thanks again, Vanessa. Have a great rest of your day. Really appreciate your time, and I can't wait to see Love is Blind on Netflix again.
Yes, coming soon. Thank you, Chelsey, so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.